Hello all you beautiful people, it's your girl Agent the MUA back with another edition of Adventures in Freelancing. What's up A-listers? Look, I am so excited to bring you guys this video. I'm not about to do an intro. Let's just get right into it because you can clearly see what's going on right now. This is my beautiful model Morgan. I am about to do her makeup. I'm just starting off with some Lightful Sea softening lotion spray. Of course, y'all know I love that stuff. And I received this eyebrow pencil from one of my subscribers. Thank you so much, Danielle. This is the Kiss Top Brow something or other brow pencil. I'll leave all the information in the description box, but for everybody that always asks me how I do brows, this is my brow routine, especially on a client. I start at the base of the brow and then I lightly, with short strokes, build up, you know, the foundation for the base of the brow, and then I go on top and then I kind of define the top of the brow. After that, I fill in with the brow pencil lightly. Pencil is my preference, by the way, and I just fill that in really lightly with So I'm using a little Studio Finish concealer to carve out the brows. I'll leave the shades in the description box below. So I will pick up a little of each of those concealers and load this brush from that BH Cosmetics brush set that I love so much. And I'll kind of like flatten the brush on the back of my hand while loading concealer onto my hand so that it's warming before I put it onto her face. This is just how I like to use this concealer for brows. I don't know, it just works for me. So if you notice, her brows are actually a little uneven. This happens all the time. This is where your corrective makeup comes into play. This is where you balance those brows out with what she doesn't have with the product that you have. And I'm just continuing to use that concealer to carve out and shape the base of her brow. I love a sharp, clean, well highlighted brow. When I say well highlighted, I don't mean entirely too bright. On my clients, for the most part, I use Studio Fix Fluid by MAC, and that's what I'm using to clean up the top of her brow. I think this was the shade NC50. That's what I matched her with. This is just a little bit of Prolongwear concealer in NC45 to prime her eyes. I used to set my concealer with powder, but I don't do that anymore. So yeah, I don't set my concealer for eyeshadow primer with powder anymore. I kind of just like to let it dry down on its own. I have just been reaching for this magic palette so much when I do makeup recently. I'm going into the crease with my 101 brush from BH Cosmetics. Y'all know this is my favorite brush to start with. Oh my god, I am hitting pan on my favorite eyeshadow. I need a new Saharan 2 palette. I'm just deepening the crease up with Taza from the Saharan 2 palette. And I love this brush from Juvia's Place too. I'll leave it in the description box. Alright y'all, so peep game. I'm going in with the previous brush. I didn't add any product on it, but the previous brush just to blend those two colors together. So this is actually a brush from an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It's like a smaller version of the BH Cosmetics brush that I love so much. So this is one of my little low-key brush secrets. So I always keep mine. Again, I'm going in with that previous brush to blend the last two colors together, and then I'm using the Makeup Revolution concealer to cut this crease. Oh, this was such a struggle to do this on camera. So I'm just taking this Wet n Wild brush that I got from the dollar store like 2 years ago to blend the concealer onto the rest of the lid because the RC Cosmetics brush is tiny and I would be blending forever trying to cover the lid with that brush. Wait for it. Just wait for it. And she said it was because my hand was so light, and I do take great pride in that. I'm using Chad from Saharan and Zora from Saharan too to deepen up the outer corner of the eye. I'm just going back and reblending a little bit, and now I'm gonna use this color from the Magic palette. I'll leave it in the description box because I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was so lit. Oh my goodness. So of course this is Juvia from the Magic palette, duh, and I'm using that same Wet n Wild brush because I got to get up real close to that cut crease. Now I'm just going in with a little e.l.f. glitter primer and a few glitters from Lash'dByDollface. I'll leave those in the description box and her link also. It was 2 pigments and 1 chunkier glitter, I think it was, but it literally looks like I'm putting jewelry on her eyelid. So pretty. So I'm going in with a little more Chad from the Saharan palette on that outer corner, kind of at an angle because I wanted to build up some more intensity right in that area. And then blending and some more blending and blending some more. So if cutting the crease on camera was stressful for me, imagine how I felt when I was trying to do this liner. After a while I just gave up. Look, it's a bold, dramatic, angled wing liner, okay? Alright y'all, let's do some skin. I'm taking a little skin base from MAC Cosmetics. This is like my favorite primer to use with Studio Fix Fluid, but I'm also mixing it with a little bit of Natural Radiance from MAC Cosmetics as well. I feel like the skin base gives me the smoothness, but the Natural Radiance gives me that extra boost of hydration that just blends out the foundation so seamlessly. So now I'm taking some Fast Response eye cream and just putting that under her eyes. Most of my foundation and complexion and skincare is from MAC, if you guys have not noticed, but they're bomb. So I'm mixing Studio Fix Fluid in NC50 and NC47. I sped this up a little bit because I'm just blending foundation, girl. It's not that deep. But I am using my favorite foundation brush, which is the Real Techniques Instapop face brush. Get you 1 or 3. Yes, honey, I hit that foundation with a little Fix Plus before I blend it out. It helps. I like how it looks and feels when I blend the foundation out. You are actually gonna see me do that a few times. I do it in between every like liquid cream complexion step. Next, I'm taking a little Prolongwear concealer in NC45 for her under eye. Oh, she looks orange, but she didn't blend out like that, I promise. Just watch. So now I'm doing my little concealer cradle of foundation just so everything blends out nice and smooth. Just blending, and then again with the Fix Plus, and now I'm using the Instapop cheek brush, I think it is, from Real Techniques, to blend out all my concealer. It's just like the face brush, but it's just a little bit smaller, and that's why I like it for concealer. So I don't know if I can exactly say that this look is inspired by Kiki Adams, because I feel like I've done this look before, but I watch Sis's videos religiously, and you can definitely see her influence on my work as of late because I take so many tips and pointers from her. I'm just taking this brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Quartz brush set or something like that, just to kind of fine tune that concealer and get it really close to the waterline. I think I set everything with the Black Radiance Set Powder in Banana. I saw Sydney Lillian using this and I went and grabbed it. It's like $8 and I actually really like this powder. So I went in with this black Radiance, no, it's not black Radiance, it was a black opal liquid foundation to kind of set up her contour, but it wasn't really dark enough. I didn't feel like grabbing another shade, so I just blended that thing right on out, sis. So I sped this up. I'm just using a Real Techniques brush. I'll leave it in the description box below, but I'm just blending out the color that I used for her contour. That's it. It's another Holy Grail alert. CoverGirl Queen Collection Natural Hue Bronzer in Ebony Bronze. I never leave home without it. To me, it looked like the concealer on her nose was a little crooked, but I promise you I balanced that right on out. I'm using Bella Blush from Juvia's Place. Just right on the apple of the cheek. This is Heroin Glow 2 by Juvia's Place. It was really pretty. I just wish I would have started with something a little brighter for her highlight, so I would have been able to make it pop more, because this just like, it just didn't come together for me at this step how I wanted it to. So I wish I would have done things a little bit different right here, but you know, it is what it is. It be like that. This is a little Nubia loose highlighter from Juvia's Place. And this is Hustler Baby by Fenty Beauty. This was actually super pretty. I cannot wait to use this again. I got this for Christmas. Thank you, Toy. See, this step was just like really underwhelming for me, and it's usually one of my favorite steps in my routine, but it just didn't come together for me like it usually does. I don't know. So I'm going in with a Ruby Kisses liner in deep red. I love these liners because they're 99 cents. They have a sharpener on each one and they are bomb, okay? All that stuff that you guys see in the back of my videos on that shelf back there is live product. I use all that stuff all the time. Here I am talking about corrective makeup and her lip liner is uneven and her eyebrow is still, one is still smaller than the other one. Like, I got a lot of nerve. I don't know the name of this lipstick. It is one of the brighter pinks from the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick palette, but I wanted a little brightness in the center of this lip. I mean, I could give you the name of this lip gloss, but it was holiday and it's limited edition. Can we just take a moment though to get into this melanin just one time? So I went back in and tried my best to balance out the lips and make them nice and neat and clean with a little bit of foundation. I took a little bit of that glitter pigment mixture and popped it on her inner corner. This is like the home stretch. This is when I'm doing the finishing touches, those last, you know, few little things that really just make the look pop and bring it together. Because you think you're done, go back and blend some more. When you think you're done, go back and blend some more. Then go back and blend some more after that. This is what I do when the lash doesn't want to stay glued down. I take a little bit of glue on the tip of my tweezer and I kind of get it in between the lash and the eye, and then give it a couple of seconds and then try to like get it tacked back on. Like, this happens all the time. This is just one of my little tricks. Y'all see that pinky? That pinky is my anchor. It's always resting on somebody's face. This is how I finish off all of my looks, with a healthy dose of whatever setting spray is closest to me. It just happened to be Fix Plus today, and then I like to fan it down so all that spray dries down nice and evenly and it doesn't get blotchy. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy creating this look. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm really excited about where we're going with this channel. Until next time, stay beautiful.